scripture lesson comes from Matthew chapter 2, verse 13 through 18. And this is where we hear the story of the departure and the escape to Egypt, if you will. When they had gone, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream. "Get up," he said, "take the child and his mother and escape to Egypt. Stay there until I tell you, for Herod is going to search for the child to kill him." So he got up, took the child and his mother during the night, and left for Egypt, where he stayed until the death of Herod. And so was fulfilled what the Lord had said through the prophet, "Out of Egypt I called my son." When Herod realized that he had been outwitted by the Magi, he was furious, and he gave orders to kill all the boys in Bethlehem and its vicinity who were 2 years old and under, in accordance with the time he had learned from the Magi. Then what he said through the prophet Jeremiah was fulfilled as well. "A voice is heard in Ramah, weeping in great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children and refusing to be comforted, because they are no more." This is the word of God for the people of God. Earlier in today's service, you heard the choir share memories of Christmas. Well, you know, we all have memories of Christmas, and we realize that as soon as Christmas is over, boom, everything drops. So today we're going to talk about going back to reality. That's the title of today's message. You know, it's hard not to feel a little let down after Christmas, isn't it? All the excitement of Advent and the 4 weeks leading up to Christmas, and all the excitement of the seeing family and friends and the things that we do around Christmas time, and the memories we share with children, family. And boom, the day afterwards, it's done. It's over with. It just seems like a sudden drop-off, doesn't it? A few days after Christmas one year, a Presbyterian pastor named John Watson was noticing that all the Christmas decorations in the local pharmacies had been removed. They were gone. These decorations had already been replaced with Valentine's gifts, trinkets, and cards. Red boxes of candy, teddy bears with big hearts on them, and red candles for romantic lighting. The clerk behind the counter was complaining to another one of her co-workers. She says, "I hate Valentine's Day. I never have a boyfriend. I just hate Valentine's Day." So when Watson goes on to comment, he commented with these words: "Nothing is as over as Christmas when it's over. It's done with. The empty boxes, the pretty paper on the floor, the stray tinsel from the tree with the cat was playing and left abandoned on the couch. The empty cartons of eggnog stuffed into the trash bags. Life has come back to normal, whatever that is. And it means that the diversion of the past few weeks, the frenzy and the fuss, the lights and the glitter are packed away once again like the star on the top of the tree, all packaged carefully and wrapped up. So what's left? Well, there's conflict in the world, terrorist attacks, a war in Iraq and Afghanistan again and still, and in Syria. Homeless people sleeping in door stoops, hungry people begging for food, worries about our health, kids that concern us, jobs that wear us down. We're back to where we left off before the holidays. Something like the folks who were left in a town after the Lone Ranger had visited, saying to themselves, "Who was that master?" editors said, "Who was that babe wrapped in swaddling clothes laying in a manger?" Who was that babe? Well, we haven't moved that far from Christmas yet. We're just 1 week out of the celebrating of Christ's birth. But there is the inevitable letdown, isn't there? So much was packed into the 4 weeks of Advent. We could talk about keeping Christmas all year, and who could handle it? I couldn't. We don't want to run through the clogged streets around the mall all year. And who could maintain the pace of eating? In fact, many of us are already planning our diets to begin January 2nd, or 3rd, or maybe the 5th, or maybe July. Actually, folks, we need a little respite from our busyness, don't we? Well, Mary and Joseph weren't allowed to reside permanently in Bethlehem, and neither can we. It's back to the real world for us. You know what happened to Mary and Joseph and the babe after Christ's birth? After the wise men were gone, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream. "Get up," he said. "Take the child and his mother and escape to Egypt. Stay there until I tell you, for Herod is going to search for the child to kill him." So Joseph got up and took the child and his mother during the night, and he left for Egypt, where he stayed until the death of Herod. The Holy Family left just in time, for when Herod realized that he had been outwitted by the wise men, he was furious. He was absolutely livid. And he gave orders to kill all the boys in Bethlehem and its vicinity that were 2 years of age or younger. Such was the cruelty of the king of Judea. After Herod died, the angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph. He says, "Get up, take the child and his mother, and go to the land of Israel. For those who were trying to take the child's life are dead." So Joseph got up, took Mary and the child, and went to the land of Israel, as he was told. But when he heard that Archelaus was reigning in Judea in place of his father Herod, he was afraid to go there. Having been warned in a dream, Joseph withdrew to the district of Galilee. And that is where he raised his family, in a town called Nazareth. He was warned twice in a dream that danger was lurking. And he did what? He obeyed God and he trusted God, and he got up and he moved on. He didn't stay in one place. We often complain because we have to go back to the real world after Christmas. But our world doesn't even compare to the world of this young family we've been celebrating these past 4 weeks. They lived in a world where a cruel tyrant could order all infants and toddlers to be put to death. They lived in a world where there were no jets to take them comfortably down to Egypt. The back of a donkey would have to suffice. Or perhaps even walking the entire journey. Whatever the means of transportation, it was hard, and it was tiring, and it was a long journey. They lived in a world where after Herod's death, they could not be certain they would be safe yet. You see, Herod's sons were as cruel as he was, if not more so. So Christmas is over. Where does that leave us? Over the weeks of Advent, we celebrated the prophecies of Isaiah. When the Messiah comes, Isaiah said, the world will have light and love and peace and joy. The faithful will sing in delight, for Emmanuel, God with us, will be born. And he was born. And the world was forever changed. But what now? What now? Where is all the light, the love, the peace, and the joy when Christmas is over? we noted the first Sunday in Advent, the kingdom of God only established a beachhead at the birth of Christ. The manger was just the beginning of God's plan. There's much yet to be done. The babe must first become a man. He must teach us his ways. Then we must teach the word. Then in the fullness of God's time, the age of the Messiah will be ushered in, one person at a time. What are we to do in the meantime? We do what Joseph did during those dark days following Christ's birth. First of all, we trust God. Only God. Not the world, but God. When Joseph was warned in a dream to flee Herod's wrath, he acted promptly. He didn't hem-haw, he didn't wait around. He did it immediately. You see, Joseph trusted God then, just as he trusted God when the angel told him that the child within Mary was conceived by the Holy Spirit. He trusted him then, and he trusted him before that. This was the kind of man Joseph was. He was a man of character who trusted God. When God spoke, he obeyed. Ray Pritchard tells of visiting a graveyard with his brother in a rural area near Florence, Alabama. He says they drove along a remote country road and finally stopped near the ruins of the antebellum plantation. They got out, walked into the forest about a quarter of a mile. There they found an old cemetery for the owners of the 19th century plantation. They climbed over a low wall and began inspecting the gravestones, most of them over 150 years old. Most of the markers contained phrases like loving father, beloved mother, darling son, rest in peace, asleep in Jesus, and so on. Eventually they came to the grave of the man who had owned the plantation for many years. Under his name, there was a date of his birth and a date of his death. Then there were a five-word statement that summed up his whole life. A man of unquestioned integrity. A man of unquestioned integrity. Just 5 words. Nothing more, nothing less. Those words could have been etched on Joseph's grave as well. A man of unquestioned integrity. Also, we could add a man of faith. What is faith? The writer of Hebrews tells us that faith is what faith is. He uses Abraham as an example of a man of faith. What was special about Abraham? Well, God came to Abraham and said, "Go from your country and your kindred and your father's house to the land that I will show you." And a few verses later we read, "So Abram went as the Lord had told him." No argument, no delay, no questioning. God spoke, Abraham obeyed. Later, God comes to Abraham and tells him to go to the region of Moriah and sacrifice his son as a burnt offering on a mountain. Wow. Can you imagine that as a parent? Imagine what a terrible command that was. Sacrifice your son, your only son, whom you love. It's the most horrifying nightmare a parent could have. But then the scripture says, early the next morning, Abraham got up and saddled his donkey. No hesitation on Abraham's part. God speaks, Abraham obeys. That, according to Hebrews, is faith. It is not intellectual assent to an abstract idea. It is complete obedience to the will of God. No questions asked. An angel comes to Joseph in a dream and tells him not to be afraid of taking Mary as his wife, even though she is with child. Then Matthew reminds us, when Joseph woke up, he did what the angel of the Lord had commanded him and took Mary home as his wife. And as we've already noted, when an angel came and told him to take Mary and the child to flee to Egypt, Matthew tells us, so Joseph got up, took the child and his mother during the night and left for Egypt. No questions asked. That was Joseph. A man of integrity, a man of faith. Do you think it might make a difference if all the people who call Jesus Lord had that kind of integrity? That kind of complete trust in God's will and God's way? My guess is that it would change the world overnight. So the first thing we need to do after Christmas is to keep trusting God. The second thing we need to do is to take care of those we love. That's what Joseph's primary concern. He loved Mary and he loved their son Jesus, and he was committed to doing whatever was necessary to keep them safe and to provide for them. Not only to provide for them materially and emotionally, but spiritually as well. That is what we do when Christmas has passed. We keep trusting God and we take care of those we love, not only materially, but emotionally and spiritually. We love them, listen to them, encourage them, and support them. We understand that they are God's gift to us, and we treat them with love and dignity. I want to share a story, another true story about Jesse Jackson. You all know who he is. He once told the story of his visit to the University of Southern Mississippi. And while touring the campus with the university president, he saw this towering male student. This guy was 6 feet 8 inches tall. And he was holding hands with a fidgety co-ed, barely 3 feet tall. What a contrast. 6 feet 8. Standing next to another person 3 foot 3. His curiosity piqued, and Jackson watched as the young man, dressed in a warm-up suit, tenderly kissed the tiny co-ed and sent her off to class. The president said that the student was a star basketball player. Surprise, surprise, right? He also added that both parents had passed away when he was a teenager, and he made a vow to look after his sister. Now, many scholarships came this young man's way, but only Southern Mississippi offered one to his sister also. Jackson went over to the basketball star, introduced himself, and he said he appreciated the way he was looking out for his sister. The athlete shrugged and said, "Those of us who God makes 6 feet 8 have to look out for those he makes 3 foot 3. Don't you wish every young person could have that kind of love for his or her siblings? We live lives of faith, and we look out for those we love. And that brings us to the last thing. What do we do when Christmas has passed? We remember the world to whom Christ came and for which he died. Wow, what a calling. Why did Christ come into the world? Because God so loved the world. Period. That's it. Christmas is centered on love. We want to keep the Christmas spirit all year long because the Christmas spirit consists of loving our neighbors, loving God. Not just one day of the year, but all year round. I want to close with a haunting story told by author W.B. Freeman. There was a man walking down a dimly lit street late one evening when he heard muffled screams coming from behind a clump of bushes. Alarmed, he slowed down to listen and panicked when he realized that what he was hearing was the unmistakable sounds of a struggle with heavy grunting, frantic scuffling, and the tearing of fabric. Only yards from where he stood, a woman was being attacked. He froze in his steps, hardly daring to breathe, lest the attacker should notice his presence. But then a strange thought occurred to him. Should he get involved? Frightened for his own safety, he cursed himself for having suddenly decided to take a new route home that night. You see, he had family responsibilities. And he thought to himself, what if he became another statistic? He instantly had the urge to run to a safe place and use his cell phone to call the police. But he could hear the struggle becoming more desperate. An eternity seemed to pass as he argued with himself. The deliberations in his head had only taken a few seconds, but already the girl's cries were becoming weaker. He had to decide, and he had to decide fast. How could he sleep at night if he walked away from this situation? So he finally resolved that he could not turn his back on the fate of this unknown woman, even if it meant risking his life. Known neither for his bravery nor his athletic abilities, he nonetheless summoned up all the moral courage and physical strength that he could muster. And once he had finally determined to help the girl, he became strangely transformed. He ran behind the bushes and pulled the assailant off the woman and wrestled with the attacker for a few minutes until the man got up and fled. Panting hard, he scrambled upright and approached the girl, who was crouched behind a tree sobbing. And in the darkness, he could barely see her outline, but he could certainly sense her trembling shock. And not wanting to frighten her further, he spoke softly and he said to her in the distance, from a distance, "It's okay. The man ran away. You're safe now." There was a long pause. Then he heard these words uttered in wonder and amazement. "Dad, is that you?" Out from behind the tree stepped his youngest daughter. What if he had passed by that night? What if he had decided not to get involved? What I want to say to you on this Sunday after Christmas is this. We will only have the true spirit of Christmas when we understand that every child on this earth is ultimately our son, our daughter, our brother, or our sister. It's good that we take care of those we love. However, as people of faith, the babe in Bethlehem's manger calls us to expand those borders even further. To understand that the good of every person on this earth is our concern. So Christmas is over. But living for Jesus must just be getting started for some of us. You need to trust God. Take care of those you love. And expand your love to all for whom God sent His Son into this world. If we can do that, we can keep Christmas going every day of the year. And God add His blessing to this world.